Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Happy Monday. We live. This is Courtside Radio. I'm your boy Bruce Courtside. We got a studio full. One on the outside. Let's go. Let's see what's cracking today, man. It was a big weekend. We was in these streets. Lakers just got a dub on you haters. I told you we coming for that championship, boy. We're going to win it this year. Brian going to have 50 a night after this. It's a wrap. Yeah, I done talked enough of my stuff. I'm going to start to the left over here with my boy E. Lamb. What's happening, big time?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, world? Welcome to Courtside Radio. If we were any closer, we'd be in the game. It's your boy, E. Lamb, the Chocolate Boy Wonder. Today's aliases. You might want to watch yourself around me because in these streets, they call me Shankston Hughes. And y'all didn't get to hear the one I used on Saturday, but some of the ladies, you know, they call me Stokely Carmichael. So those are two aliases for today, man.
Nobody
That's why I control the board.
calls you that.
Not a soul. I've never heard it.
Okay.
I've never heard that.
Okay.
I be in these streets, man.
Okay.
In the
Man,
6.5 months of knowing you, I've never heard that.
If they over 30, man, you might want to ask them.
Hey, they call me Wesley Pipes. So
This guy.
We're going to keep it pushing, man, because these guys out here talking reckless.
Nah, I just make it funky.
I appreciate you, though, man.
Make-
Thank you, sir.
Make
Good drop. But another one to my left, Mean Streets of BH.
representing
What's happening, Slime Time?
Beverly Hills in the house. Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alex Himes. Welcome back to another beautiful episode of Courtside Radio on this marvelous Monday night. Man, the Lakers got a win. We're about to have some fun in the studio. It was a great weekend. Man, I got no complaints. I'm seeing lots of green, lots of shamrocks. I'm appreciating what's going on. But I will tell you,
clean up your house.
Let me leave you guys with this message. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. And I'm upset. And there are two words that piss me off more than anything on this planet right now. You know what those two words are?
Lakers win.
Yeah.
St. Peter's.
Lakers win. Yeah. Sounds
St. Peter's.
talking about winners.
My University of Kentucky Wildcats going down to the random nobodies, St. Peter's.
Your
Jesus
boy Doug.
Christ. All right, let's get this intro going. My
out here,
bad, my kill.
buckets and
Dishing off now.
wouldn't be right if we didn't tip it off from your big man Shaq to the PG himself.
Just a tip.
Magic Johnson.
There we go. If you Shaq, that makes me Penny, and Penny was a truth.
Ooh, we doing it? We going Orlando?
Orlando.
No. We're
Scary,
going,
scary
The
hours.
black jerseys with the
Ooh,
stripes.
no. This is Shaq and Sean Marion.
No, that means you Scott
Suns.
Skiles. That means you're Scott Skiles.
Man, I got 30 assists. I got the record.
That's
The
cool.
NBA record still to this day.
And you
Most
still
assists in
talking
a
about
game.
it. You still talking about that one game.
That one game, bro.
One game.
Hey, Craig, why didn't you go piss your pants again? That was like 8 years ago, asshole.
He
People
was
don't
up
forget.
40. He played the whole second half.
Hey, so shout out, man. We are here. Mike Keller, PG, the Magic Johnson of the show to make sure this thing is showtime. Every time you tuning in to Courtside Radio. And thank you, Hines, for talking about St. Peter's. So we got our guy here, man, Mr. Tennessee, Mr. Inglewood himself. He repping the Lakers, man, because they got that big time win. What's the deal, Mike?
What's good? What up?
Mike.
Man, I miss y'all, man. You know, we had them technical difficulties.
What's happening, man?
We are live.
Smile big. Your best.
It's nothing,
They
baby.
trying to
It's nothing.
sabotage
They
us.
trying to sabotage us. Hold up, Mike. Hold up.
It's touchdowns
got
and
you.
tangents again. They're sabotaging us from the inside.
Man, sorry.
Hey, shout out my guy Mike. He got the
We'll come
clean
through
shaven baby face. He
Man,
got
come
the
through
soul
for it.
glow patch.
He a cop, man. He didn't tell y'all. He a
Oh
cop.
my
He
God,
got
with a
the he
Laker
got a
hat.
straight narc mustache. He looked like
You look more like a narc than I did in our family photo for the TGN network a couple years
he
ago,
got
bro.
he got the straight 1970 Leon Phelps porn stash.
I can't do it. Little mama, she goes ahead and
Yeah.
grabs the facial hair. She grabs the beard. So I go ahead and chop that off. You feel me? So it's done data.
Yes, sir. So before we get it going, we have to talk this NCAA tournament. We are Courtside Radio. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bruce, take care of business, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think I go videos. There we go.
Bang, bang.
Logo in. Perfect.
Bang,
Perfect.
bang.
Oh, I said
Perk it.
Perfect.
Think about
Perkies.
Percocet.
Perfect.
Man, we are here. Shout out to the IE.
Perfect.
Shout out to the IE Media Day, man, which we were there this weekend. Man, it was really dope, man. It was 1,000 plus
there.
live streams to watch Courtside Radio and many other talented podcasts, rappers, speakers, dancers, whatever they were,
entrepreneurs.
Yeah. So it was pretty dope, man. We were way out there in Riverside, and we left with people showing us love and
We appreciate y'all.
people knowing our names, man. That's what we do here at Courtside Radio. People remember us, but people also remember the 16 that there is left when it comes to the NCAA tournament. And
Wait, speaking of which, I think we had a bet on the
we
table.
actually did have a bet.
Wait. Can I throw something in there?
Where the wings at?
Wait. Before we get to the wings,
It had been a burrito bet. It was a burrito bet.
I just want to say,
Burritos.
I just want to take a moment to thank the Pattinsons Observer and a couple of people, LT Willis and Mr. Finley, who have given me the opportunity to go to a couple games. I've managed to go to the NIT tournament.
Yes, yep.
And I got to see UCI versus UCLA. I got to cover that. I'm currently writing an article
Irvine
on it.
who won? Irvine UCLA.
You crazy?
I mean, come on, bro. It was very easily. Natalie Cho dominated, and Mari Thomas did her thing too off the bench. 13-12, bro.
Hey,
Like, that's nothing to squawk at, especially in 25 minutes off the bench. They're putting in work, and it was an awesome time, man.
we're going to tap in, of course, a lot with the guys, but shout out to the women's March Madness tournament. It's really dope right now. A lot of great
And
ball.
thank you, E, for the hookup. appreciate you.
Stanford big got the breakaway dunk for the Lady Cardinals. So shout out to the NCAA of the women. They're doing their thing. But Sweet 16, the guys. It's been some very great basketball. That Arizona TCU game was amazing. Went down to the wire overtime game. North Carolina, huge upset.
Oh
over
my
Baylor.
God, man!
It went from a blowout to a comeback.
What's
to a
crazy
win.
is I thought Gonzaga was going to be the first number one to go home.
I told you they were gonna win it, man.
What is it
You
about
also
Mark
told me
Few?
UCLA was going to lose, so
Hey, what is
Yes.
it about Mark Few, though? What is it about Mark Few that just makes you think that they're always going to go home? He has that Mike D'Antoni-esque feel about him, where you think that they're a strong like regular season team, and then they go to the postseason, and it's just like it's not going to work.
He's like the Jayhawks were for a minute with Roy Williams. They just never figured it out.
Yeah.
nah. It's when I see Gonzaga, man, like
Mhm.
they don't have like tough guys, man. Like
Yeah.
none of their players
That's
are
real.
what I would consider
know,
tough.
man.
They gotta do it brains now.
Timmy, that
Even Chet,
He's a
like
gang
look at
member.
Chet. Chet just doesn't look like he's an
Che
Holmgren.
Holmgren. It's not Chet.
They got to do it with brains
Really?
now.
It's Che.
Che.
He was the
And he's
first.
one of the Hebrew brothers too.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
one of the.
let's
Hey,
go. Let's get it.
he's one of the first ever players with braids at Gonzaga. So that's why I knew this might be a different year. I'm telling you, not Che.
Bro.
It's another player.
Drew
But,
Timmy.
but let me shout out the teams in the Sweet 16. Gonzaga, Arkansas is one matchup. Texas Tech, Duke, North Carolina versus UCLA.
Okay.
Purdue, St. Peter's, Arizona, Houston, Michigan, Villanova, Kansas, Providence, Iowa State, Miami. Elan, we're gonna start with you. What's your thoughts on the tournament this far? And who do you see coming out this week, or who do you see now coming out to be in the Final Four?
Man, so my bracket was in the 95 percentile up until last night.
Okay.
I was killing, but for some odd reason, I just didn't go on my gut. A lot of the winners that won yesterday, I would like, you know how you change it at the last minute.
Yeah.
So that was that. this is like what I've seen thus far in the tournament is exactly why I love March Madness. Is because anything can happen.
Man,
It's not far fetched for a Kentucky to get sent home by a whole bunch of
weak
guys that play at the YMCA on Vermont.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Kentucky out.
Oh, Kentucky is out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, in terms of moving forward, who I have in my Final Four, I thought the Fighting Bruce Pearls of Auburn, they would make it. They got sent packing by Miami.
Yeah,
Miami is looking good. So I'm gonna have to say Miami is gonna upset Kansas, man.
Cap,
and that's gonna be the one.
Cap. That ain't happening.
That's gonna be my Cinderella story for the Final Four. But three of my four teams are still in it: Arkansas, UCLA, and Arizona. Yeah, man, go Bruins.
Okay, Hans, what's your thoughts on the tournament so far, and who do you see coming out of this 16 to be in the Final Four?
Look, I'm going to have a moment of my bias coming out. How the hell are you going to drop a game to a bunch of plumbers? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything for the Cats went wrong. The only thing that went right is first round pick Oscar Tshiebwe dropped 30 and 16.
What's another word for cat?
Yeah, exactly. The other word is mute. That's what the word is. It was pitiful. Are you joking? I felt like Stephen A. watching the game play out. Freaking joke, man. Are you kidding? Blow a freaking lead to a team that literally had a bunch of scrubs from a 1980s music video. I swear to God, that cast was behind Rick Roll in that music video. This is an excuse. Cal keeps on putting together the same product every freaking year and expecting the same result. And what do we get? The exact same result, which isn't what we want. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. My God. I guess at this point, I'm really going for hell. I'm going for fire at this point. I want St. Peter's at this point to go all the way and win this thing. That's really what I want, because I'm going to put my money on all of the lower tier teams. I'm not putting any money on anyone that's favored or anyone that's above an 8 seed.
Hey, you know, my mom always told me, you don't always get what you want, so you won't get a St. Peter's.
You get what you need, bro.
You won't get a St. Peter's championship.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, my God. Oh, wait. Hey, guys, did you hear that? The word is unmute, and now he's back.
I will bet everything that they will not make it to the national championship. So
hey,
don't worry about
I bet you $5 right now on air. I'll bet wings, actually. $20 in wings that St. Peter's makes it farther than your Jayhawks.
Hold on, time out.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're bumping the Sweet 16 right now.
It's all like Donkey Kong.
Jaden Ivey and those guys over there at Purdue are playing great basketball. He's my favorite player right now in the tournament.
I know Jaden Ivey is unreal.
And that's who St. Peter's plays next. Their season will be ending.
Over.
So thanks, Hines, for the wings.
Magic, bro.
I'll take Mango Habanero.
And I'll tell you this much. If Kansas goes out in this round with St. Peter's going out.
Nah, St. Peter's played the day before, so if they go, Kansas.
Nah, son. What type of math is that? That's some bad math.
Hey,
I'm not Stephen Hawking. I can't do physics and understand the theories of relativity. Do some regular math for me.
Hey, but shout out to the Texas Tech Mahomes. They play against the Duke Blue Devils. That's a matchup I'm going to love to watch. But Bruce, what's your thoughts on the tourney so far, man?
Man, my pick Auburn out quick. What happened? What y'all doing out here? Y'all just thought y'all had this?
Man, Charles Barkley, guarantee. I thought
I'm just going to hop right over to the bandwagon. You know, I'm on Kansas always. But, I'm going with Michigan, man. Let's go.
Okay, so you got Kansas out of one side, Michigan, that's your Final Four. On the other side, Gonzaga, Arkansas, the Mahomeses, Duke, North Carolina, half of Eric, Purdue, and St. Peter's. He's a USC guy too, so it's just half of.
You are what you wear. Go Trojans.
There you go.
Man, I don't know about that UCLA game, man. They got me a little nervous.
Do not doubt Johnny Juzang.
Hubert Davis.
Johnny Juzang is just now finding his stride.
Jaime is hurt.
He always rolls his ankle.
Yes.
And we don't play till Friday. He's going to be straight.
He'll be all right.
Hawkins just needs to be able to play defense, and then Johnny is going to do his thing offensively.
Listen, Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I love how you and I know this,
Listen,
and
bro,
everyone else
y'all-
is like,
Johnny
dumb.
was struggling the first two games. He's
you-
found his
you-
stroke.
UNC
Okay.
don't look
What happened
like
last year?
AC.
Hey, what happened last year?
UNC
What happened?
do
It
not
was
look like
after
an
2
AC.
rounds,
Guess
right?
what?
That Johnny
We
got
been
hot.
injured. We were injured all year. We're not a 4 seed. We're not a 4 seed.
I agree.
This right here, this UNC UCLA game, this right here, I think is going to determine a lot.
But you guys aren't sneaking up on anybody like last year.
No,
This
we
year,
not.
Nah,
people are
we got
already.
expectations.
you guys are gonna have to face St. Peter's.
Nah, they're gonna have to face. I'm telling you, I like Purdue making it out on that side there because Jaden Ivey is such an amazing player. The two bigs, Williams and Eddie, I believe is the last name, Edey. Those
Edey,
bigs,
Zach
Edey, they make it very tough.
Yeah,
they look really good.
The big's been a problem.
Zach
Yeah.
Edey is
Zach
Edey is a real difference maker for them. Like, he's a dude that when you watch him play, he just extends the ball over. He's like their version of Boban Marjanovic. Like,
Facts.
he's that guy
Nah.
that extends. Yes, have you watched him play? This is a guy that extends the ball like his arm up and just drops the ball in the basket. Like, he's that long and lanky.
Yeah. And he's a big dude. So of course we got my guy Mike.
Zags, and we'll see.
Mike, what's your thought on the Final Four so far? A shout out to UConn women. They're playing right now. Paige Buckets, she's back doing her thing. They're up 22-20 versus UCF second quarter. But Mike, you got it. What's your thoughts on the tournament so far?
It's been a couple Elite Eight and Final Four type competition early. Like, I've been liking what's it called? I would say North Carolina pushed it past what I thought they would. I give credit to Coach K on his way, but I feel like I'm gonna take Gonzaga on one end, UCLA on the other. I want to see Michigan at least make it to the Final Four before the season's up, but that last one is still hard, bro. The last one's still a toss-up for me because the competition, like Kansas, it almost let me down. Y'all had a scare a couple nights ago, and I'm like, bro, I want to believe in y'all just because of the tenure and the firepower that y'all have. Exactly, it don't. But I feel like Kansas can get out there on one end too, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, and I've been loving it. Every night, you don't know who's gonna come out victorious, and you got to give it up to March Madness, baby. They're getting it in again. You know how they do.
Yes, sir. So, man, I hope you guys are enjoying this March Madness so far. It's been some great basketball. A lot of names making a name for themselves. A shout out in the chat right here on YouTube. We have B. Hardy, the poet.
What up, fam?
What's up, man? Much love for tapping in and showing us love. You might have to drop us some poetry, man. I'm a big poetry fan. So thank you for tapping in with us here on Courtside Radio as we give you the sports talk that you need. Yeah.
Appreciate that too.
So yeah, man, we are doing our thing here, Courtside Radio, man. March Madness is so great. It's a lot of real teams out there, and there's a team that has been real since the All-Star break. They have the best record. They have the number one offense since the All-Star break. And it's the Los Angeles. No, I'm lying. It is the Minnesota Timberwolves who has clinched their second winning season since 2005.
Balling.
It is crazy. Bruce, we're going to start with you this time. Are they for real? Are they going to be a tough out?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Right now, the way the West is looking right now, it looks like it could be anybody's night. And the Wolves been kind of hot all year, like especially when healthy. When you have D'Angelo on the offense, when you got Cat putting up 30, and when Anthony Edwards is out there just dominating whoever's in front of them, like they're playing well, and they've been doing it for a while. Like they've shown signs in the past, but health has always been an issue. Bringing in that rookie last year, like he was number one pick for a reason, obviously, and like he just has to be a complimentary piece at this point. But he's getting all the burn in the world, and he's showing out when it's time. But the way Cat playing right now,
man,
I don't really know.
It's special.
Bigs are different.
His bag is super big.
The new big situation in the world is different. So like when you watch it, when you watching Joel Embiid out here and he putting on these moves like Kobe and Durant and all that, and then you look over at Cat and He doing the same stuff. He got that bag of tricks, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think they're legit.
They're doing a lot of stuff. Just like a team I want to shout out playing an attorney still. Iowa State, who went from 2-22 to Sweet 16.
I mean,
Minnesota, the expectation is they gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Anthony Edwards, Cat, and those guys, they're playing some really good basketball. They're going to be a tough out. Hines, what is your thoughts? Are the Timberwolves for real in the Western Conference?
First, I want to take a moment also to tell you that the Timberwolves are down 60-54 at half.
Okay.
But the thing that struck out to me,
take the Wolves live.
The thing that stuck out to me right now, the leading scores for this game for Dallas is Dwight Powell with 16 points and then Spencer Dinwiddie with 12. And then for the Timberwolves,
you know what that means?
It's Taurean Prince with 13 points and then D'Angelo with 12 points.
You know what that means? If that's Mavericks leading scores, Timberwolves gonna win that game.
Yeah, that's rough. Luka right now is currently sitting at 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists
at halftime.
Yeah, shooting 33%. Look, the T-Wolves managed to figure it out, and it kind of snuck up on us and slapped us all in the back of the head by surprise, you know? I got to give them a lot of credit because I, for one, didn't pay as much attention after their slow start. And I think a lot of it, I really do need to give credit where credit is due in that a guy like Patrick Beverley comes into the fold, and we all make jokes about him.
Oh, he's an MVP.
But their defense really has taken a turn, right? Like him joining the fold, they were already on the rise, and they were putting up numbers offensively. Cat was stepping up offensively, and they were clicking. Even D'Angelo was looking like a really solid piece in the system that was working, right? Maybe not all-star or MVP, but he was playing like the perfect guard for that system in the moment. And this team was starting to click, and then they bring in a guy like Pat who can instill more of a defensive mindset, not even from his own side of it, but also for the team. Look at him already getting into fights with other players on opposing teams, right? Trying to set and establish a tone, right?
Yeah.
Like there's something to be said about a dude who's willing to just at least be out there for 3 minutes like a UD type of player. Be there for 3 minutes, get yelled at for a second, yell at someone else, push them, get kicked out. And this team has really set themselves up to be a legitimate playoff team. A team that we all discounted, especially after they moved on from Wiggins, and now they were looked at as afterthoughts with a bunch of mishmash pieces. Guy like Jarrett Culver that doesn't work out there, that they picked highly, then they ship him out early to Memphis. Like, this is a mishmash team that finally put it together, and their young pieces are showing what they could do and what the promise is. And I think that a lot of the credit has to be due, though, to other teams just really not figuring it out in health. Like, think about the Lakers and the Clippers. If they were consistently healthy, then a team like Minnesota would be in the play-in picture, right? This is a byproduct of a lot of what's going on around them and then taking advantage of it.
I can't take away nothing from what these guys do.
No, you heard Chris Finch,
who's doing a hell of a job coaching.
You've heard what I said. I want to make it a note, though, that a lot of what's occurring for this team is a byproduct of what's going on around them, but they're still playing way beyond everyone's expectations.
Okay. So speaking of their bulldog, Patrick Beverley, it's our bulldog, my guy Elam. What's your thoughts on the Minnesota Timberwolves?
You're hilarious, bro.
Can you do the
Are they
noise?
real? Are they real is the question?
Are they real?
No, they're not real.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, come playoff time, it's a certain level of intensity and performance that these guys have yet to show. Yes, they look phenomenal in the regular season. Yes, they have the most potent big three in terms of scoring in the NBA, right? And Cat, Ant-Man, and D'Lo.
Yep.
But I can't recall D'Lo doing anything in the playoffs when he was with Golden State.
Oh, Golden State.
Or with the Nets.
They didn't make it when he
okay, that's right. And I can't recall anything Cat has done in the playoffs.
They don't get there.
Oh, okay. And I can't recall anything Ant-Man has done in the playoffs.
Hey, it's Baby Jordan's first one. So
okay.
He's going to be ready.
So I'm going to tell you this, man.
Watch him cut the hair.
Who's sitting in, they're in the 6th seed right now?
Right now, they'll be matching up
with Memphis, right?
No, Golden State.
Listen, a healthy Clay, a healthy Draymond, and a healthy Steph versus that, I said healthy.
Okay.
Versus a healthy Cat, Ant-Man, excuse me, and D'Lo. Who you think I'm going to take?
Timberwolves. Of course, yeah.
So,
But
they look nice in the regular season.
Mhm.
They've made monumentous strides to get to where they are. But I consider a real team someone that's capable of winning the title, and that ain't them.
Okay, because right now they're tied with Denver 6-7. That matchup with them in Memphis would be a crazy matchup because it's two teams who don't really know any better. You got Pat Beverly, a guy who's a pest, who would try to make it a long.
What has Pat Bev done? What has Pat Bev done in the playoffs?
Turn the Clippers to the team of LA, according to him.
Okay.
He
was on the team that blew a 3-1 lead, right?
Matt,
He was on that team?
Hey, he has given some of the best high fives during the postseason that I've ever seen.
Now his stare down with LeBron hat was epic. But yeah, man, Courtside Radio, we are here doing our thing, talking the game of basketball, the game that you love, man. We're talking to the Timberwolves. Who would have thought we'd be speaking about the Timberwolves at this point in time of the season? Yeah, they're Timber. They're not even Timberwolves. They're Timberwolves. But Mike, what's your thoughts on the Timberwolves, man? Do you think they're for real?
Hell no. I feel like it's a facade right now. They're doing well for the moment, but it's not going to transfer very well towards playoff time. And they're not going to be a real fear to put in any real contender. I don't see them as somebody to be fearful of. Cat, great talent. I love it. Anthony Edwards, he's a dog at heart. I love it. D-Lo, I can't believe it. And my Wi-Fi is definitely up. That's why I've been saying the technical difficulties has been mismanaged. It's all right. It's all right. But I don't see him as a threat deep into the playoffs if they even make it. If they play Golden State like we were saying, a healthy one, bring the brooms out, sweep season. You feel me? They nobody in the playoffs.
Wow.
They're just not look at right now. They're just highlight worthy. That's it.
Hey, and I'm going to say this. Beware of the Timberwolves because if you don't know, when you go against some good cat, might put you to sleep. So be on the lookout, man. The Timberwolves going to be a tough out. Second winning season since 2005. Wow, Timberwolves, keep it up, man. So Zion, we got news today that Zion is going to sit for the rest of the year. Is anybody surprised here?
Oh, we just got breaking news. Zion is now going to be starring as the new Michelin Man in a movie produced by Michelin.
That might be racist because he's black, but they're going to do a black Michelin Man.
Wait, are you telling me
That's what John Gruden said about DeMaurice Smith? He said he had Michelin lips.
See how?
No, do not do that. No, you took an honest joke. I could have gone Marshmallow Man from Busters, and I would have.
Are they cancel it?
What do you mean by those people?
They go cancel
My people?
What do you mean by them?
About to be a 3-seater.
My people.
Your people are my people.
Hey.
We have the same people.
Half of his people. The other half might not like that.
Why am I sweating all of a sudden?
Because it's real. But Zion is going to be sitting the rest of the year. Crazy news because their team look like they're going to be in the play-in. It's going to be them most likely matching up with the Lakers. It would have been crazy to see him match up with LeBron. But speaking of LeBron James has passed Karl Malone on the all-time scoring list, getting him steps closer to the one and only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So my question for my guys today, and we're going to start with you, Elam. What's more important to you when it comes to the history of the game? Stats per game or accumulated stats? Because we're hearing so much about LeBron with the chance to pass Kareem and how some people are saying with that is going to make him the GOAT because he's top 10. He's going to be number one scorer, top 10 assists, top 10 rebounds. That makes him the GOAT with also his accolades. What's your thoughts? What's more important?
I think it's two different discussions to be had. If we're talking the GOAT, then I'm looking at individual stats per game. If we're talking about the history of the game and just longevity, then that's a totally different conversation. There is no way, no how you compare Michael Jeffrey
Rob
Jordan.
Parker.
There is no way, no how you compare Michael Jeffrey Jordan to LeBron Raymond James. It's not a comparison. It's not a comparison. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. You look at any advanced stat in terms of PER, Michael Jordan is on top. If you look at scoring per game, Michael Jordan is at 30.1, LeBron's at 27. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. I've gotten to the point, into the place, specifically after Kobe died, to where I said I wasn't going to castigate LeBron James and just appreciate the greatness. LeBron James magically and miraculously has never had any type of serious injury. He hasn't missed an extensive amount of time.
Baby. Hard work.
Man, when you put $1 million into your body, man, this is the result, right?
That part.
So
Focus.
So when I look at that and you start, jockeying for position in terms of like GOAT conversation, then I got to look at what you did every time you stepped on the court.
Okay.
Right? Not 20 years and you just accumulated and played 1,000 more games than the other person. But every time you stepped on the court, were you the man?
Okay. I like that. All right.
Looking at that,
per game?
Yeah, it's per game.
All right. How about you, Himes? What's more important to you? Accumulated stats or stats per game?
Look, you can see that. All right. What Eric said is true. I mean, it's pretty accurate. You can talk about how and break down each player individually and just see what each of them did statistically, right?
Yes.
And what they've accumulated. I think what we get caught up in these days is the accumulated awards and the accumulated statistical anomalies that a player has, right? Watching a guy like Russell Westbrook break the triple-double record, right? Kind of screwed with a lot of NBA fans in terms of what the standard of excellence and what we should see as a standard of standard play in basketball, right? Like people almost expect triple-doubles as much as we expected triple-doubles or double-doubles from our big men back in the days, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, I think that people overvalue that to a point where they're willing to put certain players ahead of others in certain arguments. And it's kind of trashy because just because a player is, the top scorer and also has X amount of triple doubles, has the highest field goal percentage or X percentage within the fourth quarter or clutch time points, right? We value that player individually over another. So I just want to make this very abundantly clear. In any debate that we bring up when it comes to LeBron James, I think we need to cool the brakes with adding awards. LeBron can accumulate stuff at this point in his career, and it's amazing to watch, but it doesn't add anything statistically, or it doesn't add anything of substance to change his case for being the greatest player, period.
Okay.
He's an amazing player, but look, I'm going to give you a quick analogy, right?
Yep.
So my buddy and I were talking about a Pokemon binder that I was selling, and I have a point here.
We go. Yeah,
I have a point. I have a point here, right? So the binder had a lot of vintage stuff in it, right? And it had a lot of vintage stuff in it and was worth it $3,000 at one point, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to add one card to the binder that alone would be worth $4,000, right?
Okay.
So my buddy and I were talking about it, and he said, "Look, there comes a point where you can start adding stuff to an item to sell or to anything really, and the value just gets to a point where it's too much. It doesn't value itself. It actually takes away from the ability. It takes away from what you're trying to do. Adding all these accolades to LeBron isn't adding anything in terms of substance to view LeBron as an MVP or the greatest of all time at this point. All it's doing is reminding us that, yeah, sure, he's doing this, but Jordan is still, and it's solidifying that belief that Jordan is still the greatest player in any way we cut the cloth.
It just shows, when do we look at longevity or just the peak performance of a player?
Here's another one.
And
Look at
peak
this era.
performance is key.
Look at this era of basketball, right? It's conducive for high scoring and the ability to take over, right?
The game has changed.
So what is this era conducive for? A guy like LeBron James, who's a high volume scorer and a high volume player, right? A guy that needs the ball and is a high usage player, right? Yeah. He's a guy that can facilitate and score. So what is he going to be able to do in year 19, where the NBA is really touchy on fouls, where they're lenient on a lot of plays, where they're allowing people to step 3 plays like James Harden. He's going to be able to still average a chunk of points as well as a chunk of assists and rebounds.
Facts.
Take advantage of what he still has, and he's not even playing defense at this point. So he's going to stat pad, which adds to the argument. Are we really going to try and add? Yeah, are we ever really going to consider the fact that LeBron James' defensive inefficiencies, when we look at a guy like Michael Jordan, completely different argument. You have MVP level defense versus a scrub on the court at LA Fitness trying to play defense.
A great elite help side defender.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll give him that argument instead of being a jokester.
One thing
a great help side defender, but not a guy that's willing to step
an
up.
argument that we have to kill on this show, because I'm a per game stats, Bruce. Before you take it away,
Sorry, Michael's a little wet.
I just want to kill this argument and just say that this just further proves that he is truly the greatest small forward to ever play. But
False.
I just don't think he will ever catch Michael Jordan.
That's false. If anything, this argument. No, wait a second. This argument, if anything, proves that that Braun himself is not the greatest small forward of all time.
He's clearly
this pokes the holes in that.
Yeah, y'all let us know out there who's the greatest small forward of all time. Don't let Himes fool you and thinking.
I'm gonna get up for a second. Let E talk. Let E talk real quick.
Bruce, you got this.
Why are we having these conversations?
But no, we're talking about, because we know the answer. We're talking about what's more important, stats per game or accumulated stats when it comes to someone's career. You can stand there all you want, but Bruce, after they talk, let me hear this false argument they're going to give us.
It doesn't make sense to me, especially because of the reason we're bringing this up and who we're bringing this up for.
Yeah.
Like, we're bringing this up to talk about LeBron James. Like, yes, consistency is better. I think you want every night you giving me the same thing.
Okay.
High numbers, high assists, high rebound, everything. Giving me all you got. Clearly, every night you're the best player on the floor.
Okay.
But accumulated stats, longevity comes with that. So it's kind of like when you're topping both.
Yeah, but he's not the top end. So he averages 27 points a game.
Yeah,
which is number 5. But he's going to be the all-time leading scorer. Kareem is the leading scorer. He's at 25, I believe, like our 25 point something, a little over Kobe, who's tied at 11 with Karl Malone with 25 per game, and MJ's at 30 a game. Like, that's his per game average.
That's crazy.
It's 30 points a game.
That's crazy.
I gotta do this, man, and this is gonna be blasphemous, but LeBron is not the best small forward to ever play the game, bro.
LeBron,
you're crazy.
No way.
Listen,
there's not a personal player.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why, man. 1988 happened, bro, and one Larry Bird only played 6 games that season because he threw out his back. He was never the same after that. I am trying to tell you, if Larry Bird does not injure his back, if he just hires somebody to pave that driveway, LeBron James is the second best small forward all time.
If is the key word. LeBron James is the greatest small forward.
This is why he should have spent $1 million on his body.
And a lot more.
I said that LeBron is an anomaly. He has not had any type of major injury.
Yeah.
You look at every player, every last one, they had some serious injury.
Because they was drinking beer in the locker room or having orgies and stuff.
This is your stop playing. What year is this for LeBron? What year is this for LeBron? What year of LeBron is this?
Was it 17?
I gotta know what that man's taking because I need that. What do you think it is?
It's clearly something great because when it comes to his per game stats and accumulated stats, he is clearly a top 5 player of all time. But yeah, man, y'all let us know what you guys think. What is more important to you when it comes to a player's career? Their per game stats or their accumulated stats? Is that what tell you who the GOAT is?
You like
y'all
that
let
drink,
us
Michael?
Know.
You like Michael? You like LeBron's drink of choice? It's a HGH2O.
Hey, as long as he brought a chip to the Lakers.
I got you to smile. That's all that matters.
I got the smile. Lakers, so I love it, man. We are here, Courtside Radio. Michael, the PG, is holding it down with my guy next to me. Say what's up to the people, Bruce.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bruce Courtside here. Make sure you tap in with us every Monday and Thursday.
Yes, sir. Then, of course, I don't know if he's USC or UCLA, guys. He's trying to figure it out. My guy, Elam.
USCLA on right now.
USCLA.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Elam, your friendly neighborhood brojan. Thank you for listening to Courtside Radio, where if we were any closer, we'd be in the game.
Yes, sir. Then from the mean streets of Beverly Hills. Haim, say what's up to the people once again.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Elam took my line. I was going to say shalom, ladies and gentlemen. It's your neighborhood Jewish man.
I thought you were going to say, what's up? I said, hey. Be safe, man. We ain't trying to have
Shalom to everyone in Watch. Shalom to everyone in Los Angeles. We love you and appreciate you tuning into Courtside Radio, where we get kosher on these sports. So let's talk some more, my kid.
Hey, so Himes, if you ever hear somebody, if you get into a dispute, right, and hear somebody say, "Hey, man, be safe. That dude's Easty." Get far away from that guy.
Bro, no, if you have to say be safe, I'm already gone. Like, you can't get the rest out. I'm gone already.
Because if they're Easty, that means they're past that 110 freeway, and it starts to get darker.
Okay, okay, for those, like, this is a good teaching method for everyone listening in. For those that don't know, like myself, why? What does that signify?
So once you get past the 110 freeway,
Yep.
they call it the East Side. I guess maybe not. Maybe
No.
Broadway. Past Broadway.
It's still,
So right when you get past the 110, right? Because Broadway's the next street.
Yeah, Broadway pretty easty, bro.
Yeah,
The
it's
BGC's
very
get
easy. Shout out to Manchester and Broadway. Bank of America right there. Much love to it.
Because I'm over there on Main, Burger Palace.
Yeah, Maine. Is that Roscoe still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there. But yeah, whenever somebody, like, they say they're eastier from the east side of Los Angeles, and that's like
After
taking
the
you
110.
to East Los, Watts.
But does that automatically
Compton.
signify there's
After
someone
the
that's like
110, bro.
argumentative and also willing
No,
to get physical?
It's
Don't
just a
go
different
past the 110.
different level of life.
No, but do you get what I'm saying? Because
No,
you say
they
like
might
they're
not be
easy,
argumentative,
get out
'cause
of
they
there.
might not argue. They get right
Yeah.
to the work.
Okay.
I don't argue.
Yeah, I don't argue.
I'll argue.
No, so there's someone
I'll
to
lip
take
wrestle.
to tread softly when you're around.
I'll
Yeah.
lip wrestle.
Yeah, so that's what we would say. Are you Easty? I mean that you a little
Ooh.
tougher on the edge.
I'm
than-
Westy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
far west.
I'm Santa Monica West.
But hey, it is that time of the week. It is Monday. You know our guy Bruce
West
has you
Hills.
covered.
I even look
I
like a
hope y'all
snowflake
are
on this
ready
video
for
right
this,
now.
Bruce. I hope you're ready for this.
It's time for
Bruce's Team of the Week.
Sponsored by no one.
I thought we wasn't gonna keep talking about this team no more. I thought it was a wrap. I thought like, oh man, things change. Like, we not gonna be here later. Like none of that. Phoenix Suns still
I thought it was going to be the Defenders.
smacking the world, bro.
Okay, I like
They
that.
are like. There's other teams in contention that had a good.
D Book is special.
But like,
It's
bruh,
special.
we knew that, and we knew that because of how he played last year, and then like they lost, and everybody kind of was like, yeah, but I mean, he averaging 25, 26 a game, playing out of his mind lately, CP down, and they're not losing games.
Man,
Like not losing.
which one of y'all on here say, "Are they about to start falling apart?" Yeah, I know.
It was
Bruh.
me.
I know, I was on there.
It was me.
I think I had them out of my power rankings for a
One more
little bit
time.
because they went on a little skid. But they right back to it, man. Like they are just out here dominating, like super dominating.
Hey,
But
they might win it, bro.
Hey,
we talked about the Timberwolves are 9-1 their last 10.
They
Like
might win.
good for them.
yeah.
Charlotte Hornets had a quick win streak. They're like playing a couple whatever teams. They pulled out another one against the Pelicans tonight. I think they're like 4 straight or something like that. But Phoenix Suns is about to win.
Nah, Phoenix Suns.
At least they going far.
You know what people forget when it comes to winning championships? They forget that coaching is a big part. And shout out
Coaching
to
matters.
Monty Williams.
Yeah.
And
been doing it
Frank
for a long
Vogel,
time.
Coach of the Year candidate, right there.
Shut
bro.
up, bro.
He has a championship last
I
year.
love how you say. I love how you say something so in depth.
How's
And
Brad Stevens
like
doing
I
on that
love.
sideline?
He's the GM now. That's
I
Ime
know.
Udoka. You talking about the guy who
No,
now has the
that's why I
best
wanted to let you
record
know.
in terms of since Christmas, and your Lakers are outside. It's funny because the Lakers
We won
actually
tonight.
were. The Lakers
care
were
what
where
you
the
say.
Celtics are now at the beginning of the
I
year.
was
But
just saying,
now
Brad
you're
Stevens 2
not.
years ago
Hey,
didn't win a championship.
Just like the Celtics, the
2 years ago,
Suns are the
yeah.
same. You don't win championships
aloe?
in the regular season, Heim. So this regular season stuff doesn't matter. What you do in the playoffs, is what matters. The Suns made it all the way last year. Now this happens. So let's
You
see.
can fit all those back there. That's a surprise.
Let's see what they can do. But the Phoenix Suns, man, let us know. Is that your team of the week? You can always hit us up in the chat via YouTube. We are here for you. Or you can hit us up, of course, on the Good News Radio app where you can chime in all day. We will shout you out and let people know your thoughts on live on air. That's a great team to pick, Bruce, because that might be the NBA champion. So that is this week's Bruce's Team of the Week. Sponsored by the 100 Supreme Honey Kettle,
Pornhub.com.
High Ride LA tonight, baby. High Ride LA.
High Ride LA. Shout out
Bernard out there.
Shout out to them. Hey, so it is March still. We're celebrating March Madness, of course, but we're also celebrating Women's History Month. And, we've been giving you our favorite athlete. We've been giving you our favorite actress, our favorite beauty queen when it comes to that. So this week we're going to give you something a little different because we're going to talk about a superhero movie coming soon. If Batman is a superhero, he might be rich.
He's not a superhero.
Do not all right, is Iron Man a superhero?
No, he's not a superhero.
No, he is. He created a super
suit.
I got one for you then. This one got me pissed off, and I want this.
But wait, we don't get there.
No, it's just a quick question.
Okay,
right?
let me hear.
All right, are you guys cool with Captain America being Captain America without the superhero serum? Because I'm not cool with Anthony Mackie.
He's just a dude.
I'm not cool with Anthony Mackie having a bird suit as an advantage on top of him being Captain America. If you're not gonna have the serum,
man, he's
be a
talking
super
against
serum.
black guys tonight, man. First is the Michelin.
Whoa, come on! That's talking about it's an industry standard. It's an industry standard.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he does have the super serum.
Facts.
He does. He's born with it.
Facts.
It's called melanin.
Yes. Hand claps.
Oh wait, is it that stuff from The Boys? What's that stuff called? Compound B.
Birth from the motherland.
Y'all remember the Boys grocery store?
Yeah.
Definitely the Boys right there. Mine was right there on Rodeo and La Brea.
Hey, so before we tap in with the top plays, who's your favorite female superhero? Since we're here in Women's History Month still, this is the last. Oh, it's not the last Monday. We have one more, but we gotta talk about who's your favorite female superhero. I'll let you start it off.
Probably my mom.
Oh, I like that one.
Probably my mom.
Okay.
But if we talking about somebody with actual superpowers,
yeah.
Even though my mom, he might.
I felt the right.
Yeah.
God, she bumped the hammer.
She might hear this and text me the next second, what'd you say about me? But I was a huge Storm and Rogue fan, bro.
I like that.
For a lot of other reasons, but their superpowers always was bro, you can touch me with your bare skin.
Okay. That's going to drain you.
Is that a pun because it's Halle Berry?
It's going to drain
That's
you.
not Rogue.
That's not Rogue.
I thought you said Storm too.
Yeah, Storm too. But he said the touch
Rogue. Rogue, if she touches
no. But were you talking about Rogue right then for a second?
Yeah.
I was focused on Storm still. Sorry.
I think for me it'd be the same character. It'll be those two. I was such a huge X-Men fan.
Everybody was X-Men fan. Yeah, for sure.
And Rogue, and not this Rogue that they had in the movies. It was the Rogue that actually took the power from what's her name, Captain Marvel, and was able to fly and super strength.
Out.
Yeah, and was next level. And then of course Storm, especially from the X-Men cartoon, was crazy. And then when it was Halle Berry, it really was I need to give me a Storm. So those would be my two favorite female superheroes if I had to choose. It's a tie, so that's why I have both of them. Who do you have, Bruce, for superhero?
Since y'all said Storm and Rogue, because they fire in that voice, remember Rogue voice on the cartoon?
It was fire.
But Wonder Woman, man.
Okay.
Wonder Woman, especially how they portray her in the later films that we've seen. We know DC kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But she was that one
fire,
untouchable, just a problem in the streets, ridiculous. You want no parts of her. Amazon. But yeah, man, definitely I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman. But shout out Storm.
Wonder Woman. Hans, who you got? This is gonna be actually I'm very interested in your favorite. And you can't name a P-Hub character because they're not superheroes.
Not as much as I want to. Stormy Daniels. No, I'm more of a, honestly, like, this is unfair because I'm really not like a superhero or super villain fan so much as I'm a real anti-hero fan. Like I really
I think I
love
know your answer then.
like Poison Ivy. I really love Poison Ivy. I love Harley Quinn, of course. I gotta give, because she does play the role of a hero in a lot of different lights too. You gotta understand.
Catwoman's the one.
Yeah, but
No,
they
I
don't have
wouldn't
any
go
superpowers.
Yeah, I have superpowers.
All right, so you want super female superhero?
Poison Ivy, I guess.
All right, I have a specific one because it's from a specific storyline. All right, I'm gonna say Supergirl because of her role in the All-Star Superman comics, which are some of the best, and it's all about Superman basically having X amount of time to live before he ends up dying. So it's him tying up loose ends and how she plays a major part in it. So All-Star Superman, I'm gonna have to go with Supergirl.
Because you like little girls.
God damn, bro. You call me a racist and a pedophile in the same episode. God damn. It's just because I'm a
Hey,
white
Facebook,
Jewish dude. Jesus
we apologize
Christ. Might as well mention COVID at this point so this video can get tagged for every reason known to man.
The heckling Hines. We just messing with
All
him
right,
today.
if I'm going to add one more, female superhero.
She-Hulk.
That's no one's favorite superhero.
She-Ra?
No, actually, I got a supervillain. I'm going to throw it in there because I want to. She-Go from Kim Possible. She was fire.
I didn't watch Kim
I
Possible.
didn't watch Kim Possible.
Y'all are
I don't think
sleeping.
black people watch that. But
I watched Kim Possible. What you talking
did?
about? Yeah, for
Michael,
sure.
Michael,
You
hey,
too,
Michael,
you too young.
Michael,
for that.
you see the exit? It's that way. Get the hell out.
You were still on your Blues Clues.
Hey,
at
how
that
many
point.
of y'all watch Kim Possible?
You've been
out
sent to
there?
the bench. You're 6 man now.
You was watching Blues Clues. for sure.
Cut it out.
Oh, Kimberly, Pink Ranger, Power Rangers. How did we sleep on her?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Facts.
Well,
I
that's,
get that.
that's not superhero.
No, they had superpowers.
Are you joking,
They
bro?
was-
They had
they
the
had
power of
super strength for
animals,
sure.
bro. They had
They had
power of
super strength
animals.
for
They had
sure.
Zords,
They
all
was
that.
getting busy out there with no suits on.
What you think they
I
doing?
mean, I know they
just
train
sleeping
martial
and
arts, but
being teenagers.
And Harley Quinn has to be one of the best ones too.
but she's also arguably not really a superhero
But
slash
she was
super
both sides.
No, she didn't have superheroes. She didn't have super strength or
And when
any
you can
type of
carry that
designated
big
ability.
ass hammer, you got superpowers.
Bro, then you get to say the same thing about Batman because he's carrying at least 40 pounds of weight on him
about
every
to be.
day.
Okay, so maybe
About
it's a
to be Lady
superhero.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
Hey, so hey Mike, before we get to your top 3 plays, man, do you have a favorite female superhero?
Kim Kardashian. Did he freeze?
Mike is frozen.
Kim Kardashian?
I can't even hear him. Hey, so we're gonna have to work on that. Technical difficulties. We can't hear our guy Mike, man. But let us know. Message us. Let us know what you guys think.
Hillary Clinton.
When you watch this video or you listen to it again on TGN Radio App, think about it. Who is your favorite female superheroes? We talk a lot about the fellas. We know the Batman, the Iron Man, Superman, Thors, Spider-Man, all these guys. Who are your favorite female?
Can we pick old girl, Black Widow's sister?
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah.
She's more than my favorite.
Hey,
female.
the sister from
Beyonce
Black
is
Lightning. Black
Beyonce is the actual
Black
answer to
Lightning's
everything.
sister.
True.
The daughter.
That is
daughter
actually-
who had the
Oh,
ability
Black
to.
Lightning.
Yeah,
I
his
never
daughter.
watched Black Lightning.
The one that had
You
the
didn't know
ability
it's
to
dope.
that had the
Especially
nuclear
start.
power.
Dope.
Yeah, the first season wasn't that great because it was very Trumpy, but the second, third, and fourth were great.
No,
That's
I liked
crazy.
it. It was a good show.
But hey, just to move things along, man, we are more than just a basketball show. We talk everything, talk football, courtside from the sidelines.
Yeah, should we go get into that?
We don't
We got some
got
free
no,
agency
it's no
signings and
Chiefs
stuff.
news, so we're not talking about it today.
Man,
Tap
we
back in
didn't-
Thursday. We're talking Thursday. We got
No, sidelines is on Monday, so we can talk about Devontae Adams going to
There
the
we go.
Raiders.
Hey, y'all gonna be the
Yes,
best third place
sir.
team in the NFL. I'm telling you.
it's a +1 in
It's
the
gonna be
win column.
them,
Third
Chicago
seed in the
Bears,
playoff.
all these great third
Chicago Bears.
I feel sorry for the AFC, man. Y'all listen.
No, it's gonna be a tough.
Tanks coming out. Rocket launchers. We need
Whoever wins the AFC is winning
heavy
the Super Bowl.
artillery.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we're going to be a 13
We're gonna talk
win.
more football because we're getting closer and closer to the draft. So tap in Thursday. Man, y'all still got the Rams.
Man, you guys can laugh.
Tom Brady's back. He's about to
That's
coast.
faux picks.
Bro, they're sitting here talking and laughing. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, hey, Bill, can we do something, please? Like,
Yeah,
come
hey.
on, man. Like,
Do math.
like even Jarvis Landry, like, I'll take him. We just need someone.
Nobody's
please.
going to the Pats. Hey, so let's tap in with the culture, man. We did IE Media Day. Make sure you guys go tap in. You can check it out on YouTube. Check out the video there. I know my guys got a lot to say about this. What are our thoughts on the Make It Clap challenge?
I don't even know what that is.
I knew you wouldn't know, but I knew Bruce and E Money would know.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think maybe we should skip this one just so nobody gets caught up, because
You're
nobody
not getting caught up.
Michael, nobody on this panel has any idea of what you're talking about. E doesn't know. And
You
Bruce
don't know
doesn't
the-
How about you explain
So
to
the
them
Make
what
It Clap
it
is,
and maybe they'll like have an
so
opinion.
the Make It Clap challenge are a lot of beautiful women out there. I don't even know the song that they're playing, but they're playing a certain song, and at the certain part of the song, it's like a
It's a hand
continuous clapping
Yeah.
on the record, and the women are clapping in so many ways. And I just want to know, is this the
What
best
does that
challenge
mean?
that we've seen since the what was the one challenge? Silhouette challenge.
Ooh, so-
Um,
I didn't know
Clapping
what's
what?
and a
What,
few
what are
y'all,
they clapping?
hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm
Shout out
talking
to all
about?
the ladies out there.
Nobody
Do it in
knows on
chat.
this
Everybody
panel.
knows.
You do that
And
challenge,
shout out
girl.
to We Don't Make the Rules, man. They discuss it. Shout out to Robin,
You do that
who
challenge,
was
girl.
one of the ladies, of first ladies of We Don't Make the Rules. And it's just an amazing challenge. Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Michael,
Because-
send us your bid when you do it, and then we'll figure out what it is.
I'm not doing that challenge, but I can send you a video of a friend of mine's doing it.
I'm good. No, when you send yours, then we'll figure out what it is.
Hey,
We'll
so
wait.
have we all watched Batman? Raise your hand if you have watched Batman.
I am Batman.
What? I need to hear y'all thoughts of this film before I give my. What's your thoughts on this movie? Elam, you got it first. Thoughts on the latest Batman? Out of 10, what would you give it?
I can't use 7. That's what Kevin Samuel said, because that's what everybody goes to. So it's like a 6.5.
6.5.
I mean, it was cool. I didn't like Robert Pattinson's
Emo.
the entire time. I'm like, yo, bro, like you just wake up out the bed and you got like phlegm in your throat. Okay. I did like the Riddler.
Mhm.
He was dope. I would have actually liked to see more Zoe. I thought her screen time, she was taken away like every time. Like she and Robert were on the screen together. I was like, dog, Zoe is killing it. And,
she's
it wasn't
beautiful.
just like because she's beautiful. I just thought she was
Played that character good.
I didn't like the Penguin that much, man.
Okay.
So like overall,
You
it was
felt
a
like
very
TV show Penguin.
yeah, it was like a very noir-y, dark. It was all right. It was 6.5. It
Okay.
wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Himes, what's your thoughts?
I want to say
Out of
2
10.
things real quick. For the Penguin, like the one thing that I appreciated that they did with this one is that they didn't try and CGI it. They did it authentically, and that's the thing.
Cobblepot.
And that's the thing that people forget is that to do the Penguin as a character, it's really freaking hard because his body isn't shaped like a human. It has to be fake to a degree, right? It has a long nose like Pinocchio style when he's pulled out. He's got the top hat. He's got an unrealistic body. I mean, Danny DeVito is the closest thing to it, to the comic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're talking
Yeah,
about
that's
like
Penguin
in
ever.
terms of interpretations, I was okay with what Colin Farrell did in terms of being the Penguin. I actually think that this is a 9.5 to a 10 for me because in terms of comic adaptation,
Out of 10?
yeah,
Okay.
because in terms of comic adaptation, right, this felt the most true to being something I could see on a comic page ripped off and put into a movie, right? The characters were well developed, everyone was well picked, and the thing that I try and remind people when we talk about this movie is that this Batman, this isn't Batman that's 5 years in. This is the second year where
Year
he's
2 Batman.
Batman.
Uh-huh.
So he's still trying to come to terms with that. I'm not just Batman, I'm Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have that balance, right? So he's trying to, throughout the entire movie, basically just be Batman, right? But he realizes towards the end, due to everything going on, he has to be both. That's what it's hinting at, like that commercial where you see him at the funeral and the mayor talks to him about them needing to be more prevalent in the community, being Bruce, right?
Okay.
It's about learning to be both Batman and Bruce Wayne, the equilibrium, and understanding that this movie wasn't a win necessarily for Batman. He basically put things off. You know, there was a lot of damage, and he put things
9 out
off.
of 10. That's a lot of praise.
No, I'm saying 9.5 or a
9.
10.
That's crazy.
So
This
this
is-
is the best Batman ever.
To me, in terms of storyline of movie, right, and everything across the board, like I'm not necessarily okay
This is
with
the
certain
best Batman to you.
performances, right? But I would say from start to finish, if I'm taking this from the comic book, and I'm watching this as a movie,
So
this is my
the
favorite.
best Batman.
This
I
is
need
my
you to answer.
favorite.
Your
This
favorite.
is the best Batman.
This is my favorite Batman.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't say
Bruce,
the best. I said my favorite.
No,
Bruce-
you
Bruce-
giving it a 9.5
out of
out of 10.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm still
Well,
giving.
out
I'm
of
still
10,
getting
like,
the first Batman movie. I
This
would
is
give
not
a 10
better
out
than
of
a
10.
Michael Keaton. This is
I
not.
just said that's a 10
Nothing-
out of 10.
This
Nothing
is
in
not
this
better
world.
than The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark
neither.
Knight is 9.5.
This ain't better than Dark Knight Rises.
So what you
Dark
got?
Knight's-
What you?
Dark Knight Rises
How do you
9.5.
score this out of 10, Bruce?
For me, like, I just love movies like this. Like, I love like big blockbuster comic book films. So I will say the only thing I disliked about this movie was how emo he was. But I get it because it's Batman. Like,
He was stupid emo.
but like it's Batman. Like, Batman is a regular guy that goes and beats up crackheads
Yeah.
for like, for like
No,
fun.
say it right. He's a rich guy
He's a rich
who
guy
beats up the poor.
who beats up poor for doing misdemeanor crimes. So it is kind of, but like, yeah, like I'll still say like 7.5 out of 10, maybe.
Okay.
That's for me, and like that's
Jesus
me
Christ, you guys are harsh.
only because there's so many Batman movies, man.
Wait-
Like,
wait
it's
till
just-
you
Let
hear
me
my
ask you this.
score.
Let me ask this. For the cinematography, like just watching it as a fan, this movie had the most accurate Gotham City, like the reflection of what
Gotham City doesn't even exist. So how you gonna say it's
Yeah.
accurate?
To the comic
Never
book, I'm
seen-
talking
There's
about
no
the comic.
sunlight in Gotham.
In the comic books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no sunlight.
There's a daytime.
There is, but have you seen what the comic book shows it most notably?
Then why
It's
was- then
rainy
why was-
and it's grungy.
Okay, but why was Gotham always so dark? That's why I said it's a noir film.
Yeah, it's a noir
Yeah.
film, but that's how the city is
Let,
constantly.
let,
Listen,
let me
man.
tell you, because
No, but
Courtside Radio, we
I
are
will say
here.
that one top part of movies was like I like the combat scenes, like the hand-to-hand fight
Yes.
scenes, like especially that intro one. Like
Mm.
he makes them dudes down
The
there.
intro was hard.
And you know the sounds of doom doom doom. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like we're going in. Like yeah,
that first hit.
they was going in. Like it was a lot of
if,
it.
If I can give a score out of 10, I'm giving this movie a 4. I think that it was more of a detective movie than a true actual.
What is Batman?
Batman is a detective, but he has a lot more going for himself.
Do you know what Batman's referred to as? The world's greatest
No, I know,
detective.
but I just think it was too detective type of movie. It wasn't as
Well,
action
I
packed
think
as I
that's
thought it
because-
was.
Listen, you said a 9.5.
Yeah, let me give you.
I just say one thing to add to that. Like,
Yeah.
you're right because that villain, bro, he was a menace.
Yeah,
No, yeah, the
the
villain.
Riddler.
The villain was dope. I just think Batman was bad. I think that Batman, Robert Pattinson should have never been Batman. I think he was terrible. He didn't give you the visual. He looked like he was a punk rocker. He was Batman.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't think it was that bad.
It was, bro. It was bad.
I
I left the
did-
theater like this is terrible.
That's why I streamed
Compared
it. I
to
streamed
Dark
it at
Knight?
home. That's what I streamed it at home. I streamed it at
How
home.
did you do that, sir?
Don't worry about that. I
You're
streamed it
really
at
trying
home.
to get him to admit that on
Nah, I
camera.
know you wouldn't do it.
But
I'm a detective.
I did like the fact that he noticed different things and he helped like the cops, figure stuff out. And I think
Hey,
it
this what
stayed true.
This what really.
to, like,
This what I
who he
really
is.
didn't like. This dude Batman just walking in the room. Everybody get to see him. It's like, bro, might as well walk to the store and got something. Like Batman is not like that.
He
Batman
operates
is very
in the
low
shadows.
key.
Yeah,
In
he
the
operates
shadows. But he was just walking up. Everybody's getting access to Batman.
this over here?
Yeah. And like he barely he was really walking around like a civilian.
Or even when he walked in, detective, they'd be like,
Yeah.
well, like they kind of like
And
left
they're
it
like,
out.
hey, you can't come in here. Bro, what? You
You
telling
know-
Batman not
You
to come
want to
in?
die, bro?
Bro, Batman is you're not even getting to see
I
Batman.
mean,
Only
Commish was always
Gordon.
like, nah, let him in. Like, let him
Only
in. Like,
Gordon sees this guy. He's the nighttime detective. Everybody saw him. Everybody, hey, what's up, Batman? How you doing, man? Hey, don't go in there. Like,
but I mean,
that-
it was
that's
like
not
it was like
Batman.
Batman was established at this point
He's
in the
part of
city.
the police force.
This
He
is,
was part of
this
the
is
police,
year
but
2.
Batman
That's
was
why it
never-
wasn't okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
Batman was never a part of police.
No.
He would do work behind the scenes.
You saw it also in The Dark Knight, where he would be intermingling with with cops on crime scenes in a couple of specific scenes. Right, that wasn't something that was out of the norm.
It
No.
was just
This is
smart.
a
I'm
more
thinking
true
about the
detective.
comic book, the
Yes,
video
but
games.
but this is more true because you got to remember, what year is this?
I
Year
know,
2
I
of
know.
Batman. So he's still getting him established. He's not the guy that you're calling before anyone else gets to the crime scene, right?
Then the
This is not that time yet.
Like, come on, Batman. you better than
That part had me. Look, the older I get, the more I start liking villains, dude.
I love
the Riddler was amazing. Paul Dano was amazing in this. This was the
Riddler
darkest.
made that movie, man.
This was the darkest Batman movie.
Bro.
Like in terms of villains, like this was the darkest villain.
No,
we've had.
he was dope.
And that's why I like
But I
it.
still don't think it was the best villain. I like Bane. I love Joker.
What's black and blue and dead all over?
the original Penguin, man.
Oh yeah,
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah, Catwoman. Then I wanted to see more of
I got a
Zoe
question for you.
screen. I didn't see Zoe enough.
What's black and blue and dead all over?
It was
Is that a racist joke?
No, it was Batman. Something. It was like a.
Why are you taking this to a racist thing every time with
You've
me
been all
today?
over the place today, man. So
First, I'm a pedophile. No, I'm a racist. Then I'm a pedophile. Now I'm back to being a racist pedophile.
Hey, man.
Somebody's gonna split that clip of you saying that. This gonna be
Yeah.
all over the net.
it's gonna be.
no,
You
bro.
about to go viral, man.
That's got to be the worst set of combination of things to say in a sentence to be associated.
Hey, y'all
with.
let us know what y'all think of the latest Batman.
My
If you
name is
love it,
Eric Lampkins.
If you hate it, the fifth, Eric Lampkins the fifth. He's from the future. But let us know what you guys think of Batman. Before we get up out of here, Culture News. Pusha T has teamed up with Aubrey and they dropped a McDonald's diss.
Teamed up with who?
I know that's my favorite
With
rapper.
who?
Right?
Who should
With who?
McDonald's go and get Drizzy for the comeback?
Man.
I mean, they got a bunch of rappers on the payroll. Like,
Yeah.
all these little
Have
Happy
you seen
Meals
the
that they
Arby's
was giving
diss,
out.
Pusha T?
No,
Gotta check it out. It's pretty dope.
they should get Machine Gun Kelly for McDonald's. Just
So
for
Eminem
marketing.
can
No,
come out
marketing.
for Burger
Marketing.
King
Yes,
or
yes,
shredding?
yes. That'd be brilliant marketing. Tell me that's not brilliant.
No, it's not brilliant.
No, if you're marketing
Don't
wise,
nobody want to push it.
How McDonald's can win is if they sponsor Kendrick's next album, he drops it, then they win the battle. Like, battle's over.
Kendrick
every
is not
happy,
doing nothing for McDonald's.
every
Yeah,
Happy Meal at
not even a
McDonald's.
little.
Yeah, every Happy Meal at McDonald's comes with a free album.
Yeah, so
That's because Pusha didn't get. He said he feel like he didn't get.
Yeah,
paid.
high key.
only thing is sus is about his slogan. We got the meats. That's
McDonald's has to
That's Arby's slogan.
but
Sus.
and guess who came up with it?
Pusha
Pusha T.
Arby's, we got the meats.
Yeah, we got the
T came
meats.
up with
Back
that
in
years ago?
2005.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
2005.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
I
he's
know
been,
he did
he's
that.
been
I'm
getting
loving
paid.
it.
a wild boy.
Yeah,
So he been
getting
getting
paid.
Arby's bread this
And
long.
McDonald's
Yeah.
bread.
I didn't know it was that. I know he's in McDonald's, but he said he didn't get the bag from them. They like cut it off.
Hey,
Like he signed, like he got like 250,000 or something, or like some. It was like a low
Yes.
number he got for just about him and his brother, and like they kind of like didn't think it was gonna be anything, and then like
it blew up.
it turned into
Everything.
literally like, bro, where my bread at? So
And
they
look-
should-
They gotta go get Drake, man. That's the
Yeah.
only alternative.
That's
Let's
all
not
I'm trying
forget, Michael just told
But
us all
he gonna
that
ask
he
for the
has the
stupid bag.
meats.
They might have to
Michael
give
just
it.
let us all know that he has the meats.
That's
No
a-
one forget.
girls
Everyone
tell
on
me that.
YouTube, Michael has the meats.
Girls tell me I got the meats all the time. So,
And the dudes. All the superheroes.
so if you're trying to come eat some Arby's tonight, ladies, hit me up at. Hey man, this has
Yeah.
been a very fun
man.
episode of Courtside Radio.
Where we got the meat.
Where
Yeah.
we got fresh
I
meats.
didn't get the meat.
We got fresh pastrami
I
here.
am the meats, ladies. But we thank you guys so much for tapping in to Courtside Radio. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. Go get you some dinner, relax, and turn the Good News Radio app right back on. TGN Sports YouTube right back on, because Compton Mania, say it for me. Wozy, hey. We'll be here with our guys, man. Another amazing show, a part of the brand. TGN Sports, the takeover is real. Courtside Radio, Mike Hill, the PG, Bruce Courtside, Elam, Alex Himes, and our guy Mike all the way out there in Cashville, Tennessee. We thank you. More football to talk about Thursday. And, you know,
Devontae Adams is a Raider.
we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about so much more. Hey, we catch y'all. We out of here. Quiet
Hey,
Storm.
Do
Rest
not
in peace.
forget.
Prodigy.
Brittany Griner is still imprisoned in a Russian prison, being held
In the
against her
gulag.
will right
Hey.
now. We must get her out.
Free-
Keep her and her family in your thoughts. Let's get her out.
Hey, slogan of the night from the PG. Free Brittany Griner,
Free
send Brittany
BG.
Renner.
Free BG.
Hey, over their heads. But we thank y'all
You
so much.
wild.
We out of here, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank y'all for tapping in. Facebook, YouTube. We see the eyes. We see y'all looking. Make sure y'all stay looking, man. We working for y'all. We working. Yeah.
Peace.